Hey everybody, what's up? Leonardo 2003 here, and today we're finally reviewing episode 8B of Rise of the TMNT, Hypno Part Deuce. I guess this is kind of like the follow-up episode to Newsworthy, going by the title, but I can't say that I enjoyed it as much as the first part. This was basically an April O'Neil episode, with not a lot of screen time for any other main character. But before I get into any kind of rant, let's break down this episode from start to finish. We begin with a cell phone recording of a news interview with Noah Sheck, a local magician. He says he's going to make a middle school disappear, since kids don't need school. It's all an illusion, man. But then he actually does make the middle school disappear. And then we cut to a pissed off hippopotamus smashing the smartphone that he was watching the footage on. He seems to be filled with some jealous rage, saying that he will show those kids an even better disappearing act. Next, we're with April and Mayhem. As many high school students are, April is nervous to attend her homecoming dance, but Mayhem gives her some motivation, and April goes in. We see our first sign of hippopotamus, a hippo-headed homecoming float. Some guy named Dale, who obviously has a crush on April, comes up to her, and April informs him that she got invited to the cool kids table by Taylor Martin. But this nerdy kid also got invited, so April feels a little discouraged. They enter the dance, and everyone is glued to their phones. I know this is 2018, and this is pretty normal, but something seems a little off here. The entire dance is magic themed, with bunnies, carrots, and magic hats everywhere. They meet up with Taylor, who informs them that they have to download the cool new app, Hippo Crush. April wants to fit in, so she goes to download the app, but before she gets there, we get a nice little Easter egg. The April from the 1987 series was famously a news reporter for Channel 6 News. She goes to download Hippo Crush, but Donnie installed a security system into her phone to protect her from downloading unsafe stuff. April calls up Donnie, and looky here, this episode is taking place at the exact same time as episode 4A, Repo Mantis. You can tell because Donnie looks like he's in the middle of building the Puppy Kingdom, which he finished later in that episode. So why the hell isn't this current episode, episode 4B, since Repo Mantis was 4A? That would have made perfect sense, but instead it comes like 8 episodes later. Man, I hate the way that they're airing these episodes out of order. Anyways, all of the hypnotized kids are walking by April in the hallway, and Taylor is bugging April about downloading the app again. April still hasn't caught on that there's something fishy going on, but Mayhem is watching over, and that little cat knows something is wrong. I mean, these kids all look like hypnotized zombies. How can April not see what's going on? We cut to Raph and Leah watching the video of Noah Sheck making the middle school disappear on their laptop. Mayhem teleports into the room, signaling to the turtles that something is really wrong. It then teleports them all back to the high school. Now, we see the entire high school is in the auditorium where Hippopotamus is about to perform. When the mutant hippo reveals himself, April realizes that this is a big problem. She never met Hippopotamus in that episode Newsworthy, and it's not clear whether or not the turtles even told her about him, but she knows he's up to no good. When she's escaping the auditorium, Hippopotamus sees her. After a funny attempt to look like a hypnotized robot, she books it, and Hypno and his army of students chases after her. The Turtles and Mayhem get back to the school, and the Turtles put 2 and 2 together that April is in trouble. They go into high school stealth mode, dressing up like a couple of jocks. Leo refers to Mayhem as he when he is saying he's so cute, and Raph at another point calls it boy. But I'm not sure if that confirms Mayhem's gender or not. I mean, it kind of does. I always just thought that it was a she. April is still being chased around by all of the students, and she ends up knocking over a magic hat with a time capsule in it. When that capsule runs out, it made some of the school's hallway disappear. April knows that she has to think of a way to stop this, and fast. The Turtles and Mayhem are outside the school, waiting for their opportunity to help. They see the hippo float, which is basically just a giant hippo head on a golf cart, and their plan is to use it to make a big entrance into the school. Just as April is about to fall under the hypnosis from her friend Dale, Mayhem comes in to save the day and teleports her to another hallway. Mayhem and April do have a pretty cute relationship, but they get cornered by all the hypnotized kids, and Mayhem is too tired to use its teleportation power. He used it like 6 times in this episode, so he has to have time to recharge his energy. But just in the nick of time, Raph and Leo come busting through the roof on the golf cart. April and Mayhem hop on and get away from the kids, but April tells the guys that they can't leave just yet because Hypno needs to be stopped. The boys confront Hypno, and after some fun dialogue, they begin to battle. Hypnopotamus pretty much fights only using his magic, and not using his size and strength. He uses his razor hoops, his magic wands, his cards, and his rabbits. The fight was short and sweet, but while it was happening, April and Mayhem were going around the school collecting all of the magic hats that were going to make it disappear. But the hats' hourglasses were all about to run out, so Mayhem quickly teleported himself and the hats to Hypno. And then Mayhem teleports them both into the sky, and then Mayhem teleports away just in time, leading to Hypno disappearing. Once he disappears, his hypnosis on all of the kids wore off. And then the episode ends with Dale asking April out on a date, and she pretty much turns him down. Don't worry, Dale, we've all been there. This episode was fun. It was nice to see Hypnopotamus return, and to see April and Mayhem get some extra screen time. The episode did suffer from a lack of the turtles being on screen, but it was still enjoyable. Of course, there wasn't much action in the episode, just the 45-second battle between Raph, Leo, and Hypnopotamus. I'd say that this episode was the writer's chance to get some more female viewers into Rise, since it was a mainly April episode, and it takes place at a school dance. Having this episode take place at the exact same time as another episode was clever. It just sucked that the 2 episodes didn't follow each other in order. That doesn't make sense at all. I say it in pretty much every review now, but the episode order sucks. Although Leo and Raph weren't on screen for more than half the episode, and they weren't even involved in the conclusion at all, their dialogue was still funny. It seemed that each time they got on screen, I got excited, and they never disappointed. I've always loved Leo, but now this version of Raph is really growing on me. He's turning into a lovable leader with some great qualities and a fun personality, but of course he still has his flaws. All in all, I'd have to rate this episode a 7.9. The fact that it was a pretty much filler episode and it focused on a lot of things that had nothing to do with the turtles brought it down quite a bit. But I enjoyed April's parts, along with the dialogue that all of April's friends had. I actually can't wait to see Dale return. I have a feeling we're going to see him a bunch more. Similar to like an Irma type of friend for April. Maybe Dale will win April over and they'll become a couple. But anyways, what did you guys think of the episode? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. I always love to hear what you guys thought. It was a pretty good episode. It was just, it was kind of filler. So it is what it is. And also, leave a comment down below with the hashtag AskLeonardo2003 for an upcoming Q&A video that I'm going to do. I first started this last video, and I'm probably going to mention it for the next 5 videos until I get a good bunch of questions, and I'll just answer them all in just a really cool laid-back video. So ask any question that you might have for me down in the comments at hashtag AskLeonardo2003. Just make sure you put that in the comment to make me find it a lot easier. Putting hashtag AskLeonardo2003 will help me find your question a lot easier. I don't want to lose your question in the comments, so if you put that, it'll make it easy for me to search through the comments and see what are questions for this video. So yeah guys, ask away. Nothing is off limits. If you want to ask me something unrelated to TMNT, go right ahead and I'll answer it. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I was really late to reviewing this episode. It aired about a week and a half ago, but as some of you may know, I was on a family vacation to Disney World. But now I'm back and I'm going to grind through these videos. I just finished this one. Now, I haven't even watched Stuck on You yet. I'm going to go watch that right now, and I'm going to write that script, and I'm going to edit that video, and I'm going to have that review hopefully up on Wednesday, which is tomorrow as of recording this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back with Stuck on You episode review in about a day. So peace out.